The longest-running hit on Broadway is marking its 40th anniversary this morning. New Yorkers and tourists stand in line there for hours every day, and it's not a play or a musical. Mo Rocca is in New York Times Square. Mo Rocca loves his job. Mo, good morning.
I certainly do, Nora, and as do people on Broadway, where even the ushers have spirit fingers. It's called TKTS, and it's a booth that was created to sell empty seats for Broadway shows and off-Broadway shows. When it opened 40 years ago, it sold about 6,000 or 7,000 seats a week. 40 years later, it's doing much better than anyone dreamed. It's a daily ritual. Lines of people snake around Duffy Square in New York as theater fans hope to land half-price tickets to a Broadway show.
We're hoping for Newsies.
But if it's not available?
We'll go for whatever's available.
Wow.
We're open like that. We're on Broadway. It's time to have fun.
For 40 years, the TKTS booth has been selling seats that would otherwise go unsold for same-day performances, both on and off Broadway. Catch is, not every show is available every day.
What we like to say is, you're really going to do better if you come to the booth with an idea of 2 or 3 or 4 shows that you want to see, because you never know what you're going to get.
I can get you an aisle if you want.
During the summer and holidays, some 35,000 tickets a week are sold from the booth, helping to fill theaters and keep shows afloat.
Your ticket and your receipt.
An empty theater seat is a sad seat.
Very sad. Very sad. Well said.
Yeah.
I wish I'd thought of it myself.
Phil Smith, chairman of the Schubert organization, was one of the early proponents of TKTS.
It saved so many shows, especially musical shows in the early days, from closing. You know, these shows would send hundreds of tickets down and sell them. It was their bloodline to stay alive.
A boost for Broadway theater was only part of the idea behind TKTS. John Lindsay, then mayor of New York, was trying to clean up Times Square, which in the 1970s and 80s was a den of drug dealers, sex shops, and hookers. The idea was to lure a more respectable clientele to the neighborhood. So on June 25, 1973, in a scaffold-covered trailer, the original TKTS booth opened for business.
$238 altogether.
Today, the booth, which was completely redesigned in 2008, has itself become a tourist attraction in the middle of a revitalized Times Square. New Yorkers and visitors scan the electronic board to see what tickets are available. They might not find a seat to the hottest shows like Kinky Boots or Pippin. At least not yet.
Pippin wouldn't send a single seat over there. They don't have to.
Eventually they'll have to.
Eventually they will have to, yes. Every show does, you know. Nobody runs forever.
But it seems the TKTS booth is here to stay. Okay. And one interesting statistic, about 30% of people who wait in line here are seeing their first Broadway show. So it's very heartening, very encouraging.
You know what's encouraging, Mo, is that jacket you're wearing. I mean, what color is that?
It's red. It's my usher look.
Well, you look very nice. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mo. Mo always looks nice. He decided, I want to match the background today. It works.